Hey there, Andrew here with the Reach Company, and in this tutorial we are going to be looking at using and working with the page builder for the TTR website. This will be probably one of the longer tutorials. We're going to be covering a number of things, and we're going to jump right in. And so when you're logged in, you will see this little admin bar up here at the top, and you will see an option for page builder. And we're going to click on page builder, and what this is going to do, bring up the page builder interface, and we're going to start here at the top and work our way down. And so right here you'll see the page that you're currently editing and a little drop down menu, and you can publish here, you can go through a number of these things. Most of these you shouldn't have to worry about. The one that you probably would mess with is the preview layout and the responsive editing layout. And this lets you see what it looks like on a phone or a tablet. If I come over here, you can see this little plus icon, and this is going to bring up the different elements that we use in the page builder. First is the modules. These are the different elements that make up the content here that you see. The second is rows, and this just gives us layout options. We have a row that has 3 columns, 4 columns. And then we have templates. We have a few saved templates that apply to the site. By the time you're watching this, there will probably be a few more here. And then we have saved elements. So we have the ability to save rows, save columns, and save modules. And I'm using a number of these throughout the site. You'll see that a number of these have global written on them. And so what that means is that if you update this global row here, that it updates it everywhere that it's used on the website. And that's important for updating content that's used in different places on the website just by doing it one time instead of having to go everywhere that it is and updating it multiple times. And then if I click done here, I can discard my changes, I can save it as a draft, or I can publish my changes, or I can cancel it and go back into the page builder. To begin, I want to kind of discuss how the page builder works. It's basically boxes inside of boxes inside of boxes. And so I think to do this, we're going to go to the About page. I think that would give us a better picture to kind of work with here. Yeah, so let me click on Page Builder. Again, this is going to bring up the Page Builder interface. And you can see when I hover over different elements that they are outlined. And I'm going to start with the biggest row here. The biggest element you'll work with is called a row. You'll see when I hover over it, it says row settings. And inside of rows, you have columns. Let me hover over column settings. You can see that this is a column. It highlights this entire section. Same over here, column settings right there. And inside of columns, we have modules. So module is the smallest piece that we will work with. Then we have columns, and then we have the row itself. It's a box inside of a box, and then these 2 columns are inside this row, which is another box. Boxes inside of boxes inside of boxes. And so we'll start with the module settings. Basically, to edit anything, you just click on it, and this pulls up the settings for this module. And you can see to change text, for example, it says, what does 10,000 reasons do here? And you can change it out right here. And it updates as you're typing. I scroll down, there's more text right here. And I can change this out with whatever I need it to be. It's similar for a module like this, that's images. If I have 12 photos in this images, in this gallery, if I want to add new photos, I just click Add Photos or Edit Gallery. For rows, we'll use this row as an example, and I'm going to click Settings here, Row Settings. This is going to bring up the settings for this entire row. And to be able to see a little better, I like to drag it over here to the side, and it'll be pinned to the side so that I can work better with it. You can see right here I have the background set to slideshow, and I have a number of background options. Maybe I just want to make this a static photo. I just want a photo to be here. And so I click Photo, and I can edit the photo right here. And I can select the photo that I want to show in its place. and I can change kind of the way the photo is centered on the page. And I have an overlay that's on most of the pictures where there's row backgrounds involved. It's just this gradient that goes from blue to purple, and I can save just like that. And I can do that anywhere on the website. So if I want to change this photo out right here, I would click on the little row settings, and I would edit the picture, change it out. If I wanted to change this text, I can do so right here, or I can type over here. You have the ability to do inline editing right here, so you don't have to click over here. You can change it out right here. And you can do that for any of these headings. Next, we have a button. I'm not going to use this. This is the join our newsletter button. Let me find a button that's not global. Ooh, sorry, I pulled up my my browser's inspector there. So if I click on this button module, you can see I have the text, become a partner today, that's highlighted right there. And I can change this to partner. The link now goes to the partner page. I think that's the right link. Yeah, partner. And so I updated that, and I can click done. So that's essentially like editing the content that's already here. Boxes inside of boxes inside of boxes. It's really straightforward. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at some of the global rows that we have, the global content, and the saved content, editing saved content. And so to do that, I'm going to click on Page Builder, and I'll show you why I use that right here. So to be able to style the inside of this little tabs area, let me click on this module. This is a tabs module. I'm going to edit this first item. And you can see my content, I have it a saved row, and I have it saved to the TTR info row. And so what that means is that I have this global row right here, TTR info row. So if I come over here to saved, and I know that I'm looking for the TTR info row, since it's saved content here in this tab, I can't just click on it to edit it. I have to come over here and edit the global row. And to do that, I would come to saved, and then I would click on this wrench right here. And this is going to pull up another browser window where I can edit this module or this content just like I would any other. And I can click on that, and it's going to bring this up. And I can change out my text, and I can click on this, and it's going to bring this up as well. You'll see some weird numbers right here. This is just if you saw the tutorial about the site-wide content, the impact statistics, this is just telling this module to get that number for the total grant number for 10,000 Reasons. I can click Save, Done, Publish. And when I publish that global row, it's just going to pull me right back over to where I was. And I can do that for any of these. So if I go to the Students tab, you can see that it's the saved row is the Student tab info. And so, I need to update some of the text there. And so I go back over to Saved, Student tab info, and I can change that there. And it's the same on the student page, so where we talk about the application, the program guidelines, all that fun stuff. It's the same kind of tab set up there, and you can edit that information right here as well. That, in a nutshell, is how you work with the Page Builder to edit the content that's already here. If you have any questions, let me know in support. I'd be happy to help you build a completely new page. And my best advice is to create a new page, just new page, and play around with the Page Builder. It's one of those things that you can come in, you can follow this tutorial, and you can change out text and images and all that. But it works better if you can jump in and play around with it for a little bit and just add some modules, add some rows, add some columns, and play around with it yourself.